been a long fortnight of anticipation, but kickoff of Super Bowl 51 is just about upon us. For these players and coaches, it's the culmination of a lifetime of dreams. Which team will lift the Lombardi Trophy? We're about to find out. It's the Steelers going up against the Cowboys. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. On 1st and 10, Romo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Jason Witten, the intended target, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And now the defense for Dallas.
Justin Durant doesn't get mentioned very often in conversation, but at the end of every game, he's made a lot of tackles.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now we have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
3rd down and 5.
Let's go, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And 4th down coming up. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Ooh, with a juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Shift together here from the D-line. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. So a cost, and now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger surveying the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They come out here in the eye. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Romo, he dumps off to Morris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And another reception by Jason Witten, all reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner? Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of 2 tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now it's Romo. Caught on the right side by Jones. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The give is to Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? Well, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got time. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Williams, the man in motion left. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Romo on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. A good pickup there at 22. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Three yards left to grab here on third down. Green, the tight end, in motion. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Finding time. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring 51st Super Bowl from Houston. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He needed a yard, he didn't get anything. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Now Tony Romo on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very. I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger surveying the field. He's going to let it go again. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always something.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Durant in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time. Bryant with a catch right side. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. It turned into a really nice play. They'll
break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback. quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Brandon Fields now. He's been terrific so far. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And his throw is incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That one good for 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Gets it to Gordon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Here's Morris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They run again with Morris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And the wideout in motion. Now it's Morris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Romo now to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This is Morris, and the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes.